Hey guys, this is VAPESTRONG-VAPOR here, and today we are going to talk about the Kanger Aerotank Mega. Okay, so right off the bat, I thought that the Kanger Aerotank Mega was pretty awesome. Actually, I have a little story. Hold on just a second. Okay. Alright, so I haven't made a video in a really long time, and part of that reason is because I went to some military training. Okay, so I got back, and before I got back, even before I went to the airport, I went to what was it called? Avail Vapor in Virginia, and I hadn't vaped in about 2 months because I was there. I guess I could have stopped, but I didn't want to. So I went there and I picked up a really cheap setup. So I got the Aerotank and I bought a VAMO V2 just because I know it would have lasted me at least long enough to get back home. So I got that stuff. And right off the bat, I loved the look of it. I liked how heavy it felt. Although there are a lot of things I'm gonna, say that I dislike about it. But that's for the end of the video. So right off the bat, it looks awesome. It had adjustable airflow, although I'm not too keen on no clickiness. You have to rely on the resistance of whatever's behind it, like O-ring, I believe. It's a decent glassamizer, I guess. I mean, it's not anywhere near as good as the new BBC coils, in my opinion, because of the consistency of the juice that you have to have in this to run it properly. And just a second, I'm gonna take a vape. 16 watts. That's basically wide open. But there's a trick to why I'm not getting any dry hits. It's because I also DIY my own juice. But we're gonna. I would have to say that this thing. I mean, it's not terrible at all. By no means is it terrible. And I definitely would only recommend this to people who run like a 50-50 PG-BG blend, or like say like a 60-40 maybe PG to VG ratio. I mean, because other than that, I mean, it's okay. The flavor's decent. It has a very airy draw. I can probably long hit this pretty easily. I want to go ahead, see if I get a dry hit. Not really dry, but it's like borderline. And it's just not enjoyable to have like that borderline flavor of like drying out. Here's pretty much closed off. I'm gonna have to refill this again. I will go ahead and do it up close for you guys so you guys can see what it looks like up close. I'll show you the packaging too. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here's the packaging for the Kanger Aerotank Mega. Stainless steel blade, 2 new airflow, Aerotank for life, newly designed coil unit using our latest technology. And then if you have an authentic, you should get a scratch off code here if it'll focus. There we go. Just finish this right here. That is your authentication code, I believe. You can go to the website and enter that code to see if this says authentic serial number. The outside of the box, 18 and up, made in China. Here's some stuff on the back. Mouthpiece, glass tank, dual coil, threaded base. And it does in fact come with a spare coil. I have mine out of the package, but your main device, part of the tank, will sit in here, and then this opens up. Let's see. Then you have right here your spare dual coil. That one's already used. and it comes with this tank section, the steel tank section. I've never used this yet because I've never really felt a need to, and it does also in fact come with that beauty ring for a ego to the ego cone, so your device doesn't look absolutely ridiculous on a ego battery. And then I broke this down not into its base components, but because I have e-liquid in here. But I'll show you guys. Okay, so in here you see that lip behind the glass. That little lip is where this bottom section screws into the top section, the other stainless steel section. And this glass tank here is only held on by these silicone O-rings, I believe. And that screw down here in the middle tightens, and then when it tightens, it pushes both ends together and holds the glass on. Now, in here, there's a lot of talk about how much wasted space is in this tank, and I will show you guys after this. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you the other parts so I can put this together and flip it over for you guys. And yeah, this drip tip does not come with it. It comes with a stainless steel drip tip that looks a lot like the K-Funds. Then we have this, and this is your adjustable airflow. As you guys can see, there's that, and it slowly increases until it gets to that last tick. And there is no indentations, so it does just slide up. There's a little bit of resistance, and I would show you guys if I could use my other hand right now, but I don't have that luxury right now. And like all the other old Kanger products, the top coil, or not top coil, my bad, the bottom dual coil, I believe that's what this is. It looks a little new, but right here's your problem, honestly. You see how small the wicking channel is? There's two. They're both very tiny. I believe if I get this in there, it's like a 2 ohm coil. If I can see that properly, yeah, 2 ohm. So up close it looks decent. It's not terrible. Like I said, you have to have a very thin juice. So I'm going to go ahead and connect both of these parts so I can flip it over. So this bottom section screws into the top section here. My fingers are all juicy. Okay, and then you have this flat top where you can pretty much put any 510 drip tip up in here. But yeah, this is the Kanger Aerotank Mega up close. We're going to go ahead and back out, and we'll vape on a little bit before we get out of here with this review. Alright, so that was up close with the Kanger Aerotank Mega. I wanted to show you guys the juice, the wasted space. You can see how much juice is in there. That's as full as it really gets, because to fill this, like I said, with the wasted space thing, you flip this over when you take it apart, and up in here is where you fill it with those 4 little holes you guys saw. Those 4 little holes are for you to fill the tank up with, and you can only fill it to about just over the brim of those 4 holes, because then it goes into the airflow, and then this looks full. It does. And then as soon as you flip it over, most of your juice goes down in there, and then you got this gap. And that's just being picky, but if that bothers you, it bothers you. It doesn't really bother me at all, because it's keeping me away from cigarettes, and it tastes good. So that's all I have to say about that. As far as that goes, this thing, I got mine at Avail Vapor, I believe, for around roughly $35, subtracting a 20% discount for being in the military. Other than that, I'm sure you can find better deals online, or maybe even at other brick and mortars. Although most of everything I get, I buy online, because there are hardly any vape shops around where I live. We have cheap tobacco, and I'm not going there for juice. And they have, I don't even know what they have there. I haven't ever looked. And then we have excuse me. Okay, we're good. In New Philly, I live in Ohio. I'm not disclosing exactly where I live, but in New Philly, Ohio, we have a vape shop up there, and it's Alt Smoke. It's a pretty nice place. They do have a lot of e-juice, but I mean, like most of my stuff I DIY anyway. So every once in a while, I'll go out and buy myself some juice. And not to keep rambling because we did just review this entire device basically. So we're gonna back out. If you guys, my bad, if you guys do have questions as far as maybe coils go, maybe prices. I know that they have sub-ohm coils that go down to like zero point 0.8 ohms. It'd be better for a mechanical mod because a lot of the devices that people used to start out with don't support going to zero point 0.8 ohms. But if you guys do have questions, leave a comment down in the section in the comments. Blah blah blah. If you guys have questions, leave a comment in the comment section below. If this video was informative and it helped you out in any way to find out what you wanted to purchase, awesome. Likes are appreciated. You know, the same old, same old. And in my final overall review of this thing, it's pretty nice. I like it. I really do. That's why I'm using it. But it's not versatile. You have to use a certain PG-VG ratio, and not a lot of people like that. Some people like thicker VG blends, and some people like really thinned out PG blends. And I don't even know what my blend is. I know it was like a 60 VG, 40 PG, and I didn't like that, so I just added non-chlorinated, I believe, cleaned out water. Only a few drops to thin it out a little bit, and I've not had any problems since. But that's as far as this video goes. If I forgot anything, leave a comment. I can inform you again. Thank you guys for watching. This is VAPESTRONG-VAPOR, and keep on stop smoking. Keep on not smoking. I'll see you guys again in the next review, and there probably will be another one here soon. I'll see you guys later.
Only 12 watts, boys. Full flavor.